Florian Wirtz, Alexander Isak, and Dominik Szoboszlai, three players who have flourished in Liverpool's new system. Specifically, a system in which Mohamed Salah starts the match on the bench. Liverpool won 2-0, did not allow a single shot on target, and that smooth, fluid feeling finally returned to their play. But the real question is this: are Liverpool actually a better team without Mohamed Salah? That's what we will explore in today's video. It's a sensitive and somewhat dangerous question, because if you answer yes, then the moment Salah returns and scores, every analysis you made instantly becomes meaningless. A similar question often appears when Erling Haaland is absent at the same time Manchester City play brilliantly, and yet every time he returns and scores, he makes all his doubters look foolish. That's why we can only whisper this question quietly, because everyone knows Salah could return to Liverpool's starting 11 as early as Wednesday or Saturday. And when he does, he may once again prove why he remains the #1 man at this club. Whenever he is fully switched on, the Egyptian superstar lifts the entire team's performance. We must also remember that the recent win came against a West Ham side in free fall. They have conceded heavily this season, recently sacked their manager, and sit just above the relegation zone only because they scored more goals than Leeds United. The doctor from West Ham invites the next patient. That was the joke whispered among reporters before kickoff at the London Stadium. If your form is collapsing, West Ham are the perfect soothing medicine. Liverpool and the Salah dilemma. Yet despite everything, Arne Slot now faces a genuine dilemma: Salah. Without the Egyptian star on Sunday, Liverpool looked more balanced, more dangerous, and unquestionably more secure defensively. Salah had to accept a rare moment on the bench, and without him, Liverpool delivered their best performance in weeks. Alexander Isak, starting in Salah's place, scored his first Premier League goal for Liverpool. Slot's decision turned out to be a masterstroke. But now he faces a difficult question: should Salah return to the starting lineup? Liverpool no longer looked like the mess described by Captain Virgil van Dijk last week. Instead, they resembled a well-structured, cohesive unit. Not perfect, but complete enough to briefly silence Slot's critics. Why Liverpool look better without Salah, tactically speaking? To recap, Salah was benched while Dominik Szoboszlai, tireless and versatile, was given the role of a free-roaming midfielder. He often occupied Salah's usual zones, but also drifted inside as an extra midfielder. Joe Gomez, who had not started a Premier League match for 11 months, played at right back. Meanwhile, Florian Wirtz returned to the starting 11 as a natural number 10 instead of being pushed wide like earlier in his Liverpool career. This was his best Premier League performance since joining the club. From chaotic to cohesive. Liverpool looked far more balanced. They played like a connected unit rather than 11 individuals thrown onto the pitch. The midfield was no longer overcrowded, no longer featuring players stepping on each other's toes like earlier this season. Average positions in the loss against Brentford showed extreme congestion in midfield, with too many attackers occupying the same space. But against West Ham, without Salah, Liverpool looked far more structured. Wirtz played as a true number 10. Isak operated like a traditional number 9. Gomez at right back solved countless problems. Szoboszlai had previously filled that role admirably and was arguably Liverpool's best player this season. But Gomez is simply a far superior defender. His aerial ability also strengthened Liverpool at set pieces, which had been one of their major weaknesses. Opponents have targeted Liverpool's right side all season. Chelsea's Marcus Cucurella even admitted they knew Liverpool could be exploited there because Salah seldom tracked back. Nottingham Forest, Brentford, and Crystal Palace have all benefited from this. The solid trade-off, attacking gain versus defensive pain. Last season, Salah produced 57 goals plus assists and was arguably the best player in England. So, the trade-off, less defensive support but more goals, was acceptable. Let Salah stay high, Liverpool might concede a few, but they will score more. But this season, that equation is no longer true. Without Trent Alexander-Arnold, Liverpool have used 6 different right-backs. Jeremiah Frimpong, Connor Bradley, Szoboszlai, Curtis Jones, Wataru Endo, and Joe Gomez. Before Sunday, none of these experiments really worked. Frimpong is returning soon. Bradley is also progressing well. But Gomez is the one who finally brought the stability Liverpool desperately needed. Now, the intriguing question is, how will Joe Gomez and Salah coexist when he returns? Florian Wirtz, from criticism to creative centerpiece. The next major beneficiary is Florian Wirtz. He faced heavy criticism after joining Liverpool for £116 million, but this time he showed exactly why top European clubs fought for his signature. Watching Wirtz glide across the pitch at full flow feels like watching a magician perform threading passes that seem impossible to the naked eye. Bayern Munich's president Uli Hoeneß said this weekend, "I feel sorry for Florian Wirtz. At Leverkusen, every ball went through him. At Liverpool, he touches the ball a few times each half and gets poor ratings." Wirtz was one of the biggest winners when Salah was benched. He delivered his best Premier League performance so far. Liverpool were also more secured defensively with the return of Joachim Andersen, or the correct name you intended, just tell me and I will revise. It will be fascinating to see how Wirtz works when Salah comes back. Alexander Isak, a number 9 with a different profile. For most of Salah's Liverpool career, he has not played alongside a traditional striker. Players like Roberto Firmino, Luis Diaz, or Diogo Jota preferred to drop deep and create space. But Isak prefers to run in behind. The chemistry between him and Salah is not there yet. Isak still did not show massive improvement compared to earlier performances. His touches were heavy and his decision-making slow. But football is a sport where one goal can rewrite the narrative. His 60th minute finish changed the entire game. After the match, Alexis McAllister said, "He's a very calm guy, sometimes keeps to himself, but we're all happy he's here." Slot finally sees his version of Liverpool. Cody Gakpo sealed the 2-0 win late on, a win Liverpool badly needed during this pressure-filled period. More importantly, Slot proved that his team can function smoothly even without Salah. This is extremely valuable with AFCON approaching. Now Slot has a win-win scenario. Salah could come back and explode, proving Liverpool are never better without him, or Liverpool continue functioning like a well-oiled machine even in his absence. Salah is 34 this summer and will fly to Morocco for AFCON soon. Starting the no Salah phase with such promising signs is perfect for Slot's Christmas period. Conclusion: Liverpool are better when Salah is fresh. Not better without him. Liverpool didn't play better because Salah was gone. They played better because Salah finally got to rest. Rest to recover, rest to regain sharpness, rest so that Slot could clearly assess his strongest lineup. Rest so that when Salah returns, he can once again be the man who decides matches. This is not a divisive story. Not Salah versus Liverpool. It is Liverpool need Salah, but they also need matches where Salah rests. With Salah, Liverpool are strong. Without Salah, Liverpool resemble a more pure slot identity. And these two realities complement each other. They do not cancel each other out. Simple as this. A fresh Salah is the strongest version of Liverpool. Matches without Salah equal Liverpool learning to grow without relying on their superhero.